Hey y'all, Christy here. It is Friday, December 16th, 2022. I am hopping on. I took a few days off and I finished the book, The Untethered Soul. And I took some time to actually reread a few of the chapters and actually take it in and kind of just let it digest, because it was like a lot of concepts and I really wanted to internalize it and truly understand what it was saying. So that's why I haven't been on for a while. I've been taking the time to find myself, my inner self, like the book had suggested. And, you know, it seems like it's such a simple process that it tells you, but yet it's so hard because, you know, one of the main things is not to let your emotions draw upon past or prior experiences that maybe have made you felt sad or angry or jealous or insecure, or any of the negative emotions that an experience that you may be experiencing in this moment triggers that emotion in you, and then you automatically go back to that area that's locked in your heart and you start obsessing over it. And so, you know, I've been trying each day to live in the moment and experience everything that is thrown my way, good, bad, or whatever, and feel it and then let it go and not obsess about it. And it's so much harder than I actually thought it would be. Hey, boys. Sorry, you know, like I said, it's, you know, my boys, they haven't been on for a while, so they've got to come on and make sure that you know that they're still here along with me. But, you know, I've been trying to do this each day since I did my last post, I guess last Saturday. And like I said, it's so much harder to do than what you really think, because you don't realize how easily it is to get caught up in your emotions and let them influence how you react to these experiences or how they influence your entire day. So, you know, I just wanted to let you guys know that I've been good, but I really have been trying to devote each day to being present in the moment and just living life to the fullest. You know, not necessarily living your best life, like going out and doing, you know, whatever you want to be happy. No, like just actually being present in the moment, in conversations, in every little, my outdoor walks, my workouts, actually trying to be present in the moment and realizing how easily you're distracted or your mind is somewhere else. Like I told you, you know, your mind is constantly racing because it's trying to protect you and create the perfect environment so you don't feel out of place and it doesn't rock your boat per se. So when you actually try and live life present and in the moment, it's a lot harder than what I thought it was. You know, I really thought I was living in the moment, but I caught myself, you know, if I got sad, you know, just by a commercial, how it triggered that emotion, and then it could have just drawn it into something else in my mind that was possibly locked in my heart. And so try not to, you know, experience that sadness for a brief moment and then breathe, relax your shoulders like it says, and then let it go. And I found myself doing that quite often, you know, and it was an eye-opener for me. And, you know, I'm practicing what I'm reading about, and I'm applying it. So, you know, I hope to one day not have to think about this process, you know, I feel that tightness in my chest, or, you know, my mind's racing, and just not even listen to it. I hope to one day be able to just not even think about it, that it's just second nature, that it's just part of who I am. And, you know, that's why I'm reading and working on myself, because, you know, I'm a work in progress. I clearly held on to a lot of things, and I, locked them in my heart. And even though I thought, I was over them or they wouldn't hurt me anymore, no, I just kept them, like I said, locked in that box, or that, your safe place where nothing can get in and hurt you. And like I said, yes, I've taken off the box, but it's unpacking the box now. And that's what I've been doing these past 4 or 5 days. I don't even really know what day it is. I know I'm on day 60, and I only have 15 more days to go on my 75 hard challenge. Woo! So excited. Yay. I know that was a fake yay, but that just jumped in my mind that I'm on day 60. I have been living hard for 60 days, and I only have 15 more days to go. And I'm super proud of myself. It has not been easy, especially these last few weeks, with Thanksgiving, holiday parties, Sunday fun days with the fam. This Sunday we're going tailgating the Texans game. My baby bro will be here. He'll be down for 3 weeks. I'm excited to spend time with him, catch up. So, it hasn't been easy, but I put in the mental toughness and the grit and the fortitude that I needed to keep my mindset in the right place during all these events that are taking place, so that I didn't fall off and that I didn't stop. So, I'm very proud of myself, and I keep on. I plan on, after this challenge is over, to still keep a lot of this lifestyle, because it has become second nature to me now. Working out twice a day, eating healthy, which was already my thing anyways, reading, I'm just like a sponge. I'm constantly ordering books, and just wanting to soak in all this information and actually do stuff with them. And, like I said, I'm going to use this information to help others, but I've got other things, other things spinning, and, I've got so many things that I need to clone myself and make another one, because I truly have awakened something inside me, and my mind is seeing things clearly and differently, and I'm just so alive, and I'm super happy, super happy. So I do want to go back to the book. I know I had left off about the principles that you would need to live this life, how to live in the moment. And it says that in order to live by this law of being present and being in the moment, and not letting your emotions dictate your day or your experiences, or not just focusing your day on a handful of things, as opposed to experiencing the whole world, or actually planning your day out. Because I don't know if I had mentioned this on the last post, because it seems like it's been forever, that when you are planning your day, you're actually just planning the perfect day to protect your heart or yourself, or your fear is guiding you. So that's why you're planning your day, because you don't want anything to surprise you, or maybe create some waves. But the book that I'd finished was The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And in order to live in the moment and discover your true self, it says, in order to live by this law, you have to understand its principles. First, you must be aware that there is something within you that needs to be released. You must then be aware that you, the one who notices the stuff coming up, are distinct from what you are experiencing. You are noticing it. But who are you? The place of centered awareness is the seat of the witness, the seat of self. So I've been living in myself the past 4 days or 5 days since my last post. And this is the only seat from which you can let go. Let's say you notice that something in your heart gets hit. If you let go and stay in the seat of awareness, when you are noticing it, it will pass. If you don't let it go, and instead get lost in the disturbed feelings and thoughts that arise, you'll see a sequence of events unfold so quickly you won't know what hit you. If you don't let go, you'll notice that the energy that got stimulated in your heart works like a magnet. It's a phenomenally attractive force that will pull your consciousness into it. The next thing you know, you won't be there. You won't maintain the same perspective of awareness that you had when you first noticed the disturbance. You will leave the seat of objective awareness from which you saw your heart begin to react, and you will get involved in the shifting energies coming from your heart. Blue, stop it. No, sorry, he's making a bunch of noise back there. Sometime later, you'll come back and realize you weren't there. You'll come back and realize that you were totally lost in your stuff. Then you will hope that you didn't say or do anything you'll regret. And I can recall experiences like this where, something catches you off guard and it stops and it completely pulls you in, and you don't even realize that it's taking that much of your time, or you're driving. Gosh, I've done this. Guilty, I'm not proud to admit it, but I've done this before where I'm driving and something is just on my mind and it's consuming my mind, and I get to my destination and I don't even really know how I got there. Did I stop at the stop sign? Was the light green? I haven't done that in a long time, but before, when things would just bother me to my core, I would find myself that I'd get somewhere and have no idea how I got there, or did I close the garage door, things like that. And I guess that's what this is saying, that you get so involved in your thoughts and in this experience, and so focused and only focused on that everything around you disappears and you don't experience anything but whatever has taken those emotions and that energy. And that's what you devote yourself to, and you focus, and you miss everything going on around you, or you're there but you're not there. You're nodding your head when you're talking to somebody but your mind's somewhere else. I've been guilty of that before in the past as well. And like it says, you look at the clock and 5 minutes will have gone by, or an hour, or even a year. You can lose your clarity for quite some time. The key is to understand that if you don't let go immediately, the disturbing force of the activated energy draws the focus of your consciousness. Your consciousness gets immersed in the disturbance. You lose your clear seat of self. It happens instantaneously. Yes, I know. And let's see. What else do I want to talk about? Right here, it kind of just talked about how you get yourself back on track. Stop, take a breath, breathe in, breathe out, let your shoulders down, try to focus on something else, and then, take a deep breath in, let it out, and then that's when it's supposed to pass. But it was talking about, once you fall from your seat of clarity, you are under the mercy of the disturbed energy. If that blockage is stimulated by an ongoing situation, you may stay down there for a long time. When you're in this state of disturbance, your tendency will be to act in order to try to fix things. You don't have the clarity to see what's going on. You just want the disturbance stop. You just want the disturbance to stop. So you start getting down to your survival instincts. You may feel that you have to do something drastic. You may want to leave your husband or your wife, or move, or quit your job. The mind starts saying all kinds of things because it doesn't like this space and it wants to get away from it any way it can. So guilty of that before, wanting to try and fix something because something came in and disturbed my little happy world and sent waves and ripples, and you automatically want to fix something that you have no control over. You don't even know what it is, but you're trying to fix it just to get back to that homeostasis, that perfect balance again. So I really understand why you try and fix things. because you don't like being in that state, and you will do everything in your power to make it go away. And that's what this is saying. And then it says, imagine what would happen if you actually quit your job, or if you decide, I've held this in long enough. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. You have no idea how big a step down that is. It's one thing if the disturbance is going on inside of you, but the moment you allow it to express itself, the moment you allow that energy move your body, you have descended to another level. Now it's almost impossible to let go. If you start yelling at somebody, if you actually tell someone how you feel about them from this state of non-clarity, you have involved that person's heart and mind in your stuff, not theirs, your stuff. Hello, reality. Now both of your egos are involved. Once you externalize these energies, you will want to defend your actions and make them look appropriate. Yes, another guilty thing for me. But the other person will never think they were appropriate. So you're justifying your wrongdoing because of what's going on in you, and you're projecting onto someone else, but you're trying to make it seem like your actions were right. Yes, I've done that multiple times in the past. Now even more forces are keeping you down. First you fall into the darkness, and then you manifest that darkness. When you do this, you are literally taking the energy of the blockage and passing it on. When you dump your stuff into this world, you put more of that kind of energy into your environment, and it comes back to you. You know that old phrase, what goes around comes around. You are now surrounded by people who will interact with you accordingly. It's just another form of environmental pollution, and it will affect your life. This is how negative cycles happen. You actually take a piece of your stuff, which is nothing but deeply seated disturbance from your past, and you implant it into the hearts of those around you. At some point, it will come back to you. Anything you put out comes back. Imagine if you got upset and fully released your disturbed energies onto another person. This is how people ruin relationships and destroy their lives. How far can you go? Once you're weakened, another blockage could get hit, and yet another. You can fall all the way down until your life is an absolute mess. You can reach a point of total loss of control and completely lose your center. In this state, your previous state of clarity may drift by once in a while, but you can't hold it. Now you're lost. Do you doubt that a single blockage getting hit in your heart could cause a fall that lasts a lifetime? It has been known to happen. What if all you had to do to avoid all of this was to let go in the beginning? If you had, you would have gone up instead of down. That's how it works. When a blockage gets hit, it's a good thing. It's time to open up internally and release the blocked energy. If you let go and permit the purification process to take place inside, that blocked energy will be released. When it's released and allowed to flow up, it becomes purified and merges back into your center of consciousness. The secret of the ascent is to never look down, always look up. No matter what happens below you, you just turn your eyes upward and relax your heart. You don't have to leave the seat of self in order to deal with darkness. It will purify itself if you let it go. Getting involved in the darkness does not dispel the darkness. It feeds it. So I thought that was really neat. And that's what I've been practicing, letting go of the darkness and not getting sucked into the darkness, and not even realizing there's still so much of that darkness left inside that, you know, I've buried under happy, like it was saying, like you are patching up holes, you know. You're just putting spackle over your hole in the wall and making it look pretty, but what's beneath the surface, that hole is still actually there, and you never really dealt with it. You just covered it up and made it look pretty. So that's the unpacking that I've been doing, and I'm going to continue to do until, like it said, I am living my best life, and I'm being my true self, my inner self. I am loving with my heart, my whole heart, and I'm not afraid. And I'm not afraid to experience anything, because after all, it's an experience and it too shall pass. And that's what it says. And like it says, that's the fun part of this journey. So it says, don't fall, let it go. No matter what it is, let it go. The bigger it is, the higher the reward of letting go, and the worse the fall if you don't. It's pretty black and white. You either let go or you don't. There really isn't anything in between. So let all your blockages and disturbances become the fuel for your journey. That which is holding you down can become a powerful force that raises you up. You just have to be willing to take the ascent. Are you willing to take the ascent? Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. Things that pull you down, really looking inside and actually letting some of those emotions or those experiences that you experience on a day-to-day basis, somebody cutting you off in traffic, making you angry, and actually finding other triggers in you that make you angry and letting them go. And, I'm still doing this. I catch myself doing it all the time. And, I'm stronger for it. And I feel so much better for it. I can sleep. My mind, Sally's not talking to me hardly anymore. And if she is, I'm not paying attention to her. I don't plan my day. I'm experiencing my day. Yes, I have an overall agenda or guide of what I need to get done, but I don't sit here and obsess over it anymore. And it just feels so liberating. And like I can breathe and enjoy whatever comes up, And it really feels so good. And my heart feels so free. I know there's still a lot of stuff in there that I still need to unpack and let go of. But the parts that I have already, it just feels so much more, it feels light. It's lightened. And, I feel good. So, that's what I wanted to hop on and talk to you guys about. Tomorrow, I want to talk to you about removing your inner thorn. And this goes a little bit deeper on how you confront some of those things that you have blocked in your heart that you kind of thought you had you had accepted or made peace with, how they really may still be there and being a thorn in your side or your heart. So I'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow, but I just wanted to come on because I just missed hearing my voice. Not really, but I wanted to share with you, what I've been doing and how it's been affecting me, and also that, my progress on this the Live Hard 75 Day Challenge, or Hard 75 Hard Challenge, I can't even talk, has been going, and day 60, only 15 more days. And that's about it, being present and in the moment. So remember, I believe in you. You're great. You're amazing. You matter. Everything you do matters. Your happiness matters. Try and do one little thing for yourself that makes you feel good. Take a deep breath. Watch the world go by with a smile on your face. And, be kind to yourself and kind to others. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Become a champion. Delete regrets, hit reset, and unleash your new mindset. Bye, y'all. Happy Friday.